cinematic adventures that I want to embark on. I do want to broach here. I wanted to go over the crimes of the future Red Band trailer. Now, I honestly did not prepare in watching this. I wanted to be sort of amazed from first look.
It's probably going to be a teaser, but I wanted Aldous here for this because
it's a minute 52. So
yeah.
And who directed this, or who's directing
David
this?
Cronenberg. You want to take David that one, Aldous?
Right. Let me get this.
No, Cronenberg has some stuff that is. He did like Crash, Naked Lunch. He wouldn't. I think his stuff makes David Lynch blush, and if you know Lynch like Aldous does, that's an impressive feat. Cronenberg Existence, that was one that freaked me out. His stuff disturbs me immensely. So,
okay, Cronenberg, Crimes of the Future, Red Band trailer. Here we go.
It's a brand new organ, never before seen. We've all felt that the body was empty of meaning, and we've wanted to confirm that so that we could fill it with meaning.
Who is that actress? What's her name?
Oh God, hold on. I've seen her before.
I love her. I think she's beautiful. I just wanted to say that. I think she's awesome. Like her, Vigo, I'm there.
I'm biased because of the short hair. I like
Leah Sado.
Okay, the name I don't recognize, but I know I've seen her in things, and I've loved like almost everything she's been in. And she usually gets naked, so.
Oh, that's always a bonus.
That's
what has she been in that?
Her name sounds French, so that would be
right.
She was in No Time to Die and Spectre.
The world is a much more dangerous place now that pain has all but disappeared.
Oh, Kristen Stewart's in this too?
She's not that bad.
She was in a pretty good was it H.P. Lovecraft movie Underwater?
Yeah, that movie Underwater was actually it was surprisingly good.
Oh God.
I need to see that.
Of course you hated all this.
I hated. You're right. I hated the bad Aliens remake that was set underwater.
You got
shockingly.
Again, you got to remember, Aldous is a learned man who's read many books, watched many shows, and he's a cinephile. So he's going to have a higher opinion than
he's
us.
A picky eater. That's it.
No. Okay. Yes. Okay. No. You're right. I am picky. I expect quality for my money. You can just shovel off your cash to dribble. That's fine.
I watched only when it came on TV. Like I didn't pay to go to the theater for that movie, and I thought it was fantastic. I know it's an Alien remake, but I still liked it.
Wait, what movie was this?
Underwater.
Underwater.
Oh,
yeah. It was fun. Considering it kind of came out of nowhere. It was fine.
Fine is an excellent.
That's true.
Fine is an excellent descriptor for it.
Yeah.
The thing is, Aldous has very refined tastes. But it's like having that friend who every restaurant you want to go to shits on. But when they recommend something and you watch it, you go, "Holy shit!" He's just that friend. So
I don't think he got to stroke his ego, man.
No, I'm not. I insult him behind the scenes all the time. So,
my first impressions of the trailer so far, really cool. I'm liking the weird sort of like this alien thing,
the space coffin,
right? Like it's cool. Like I mean, to be expected from Cronenberg.
Surgery is sex, isn't it?
Is it?
You know it is. Surgery is the new sex.
I don't like what's happening with the body. In particular, what's happening with my body. Which is why I keep cutting it up. What do you think they'd find inside it?
Outer space.
Oops. Sorry.
Let us not be afraid to map the chaos inside. Let us create a map that will guide us into the heart of darkness.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah,
if there's
that's
any
Cronenberg.
eye shit, like where they're gouging on an eyeball, I'm out. Like that.
No, he doesn't.
Nobody does body horror right now like Cronenberg does. Cronenberg is still hitting body horror tones that mess with your head, like he did with Brood or Scanners or Existence. Like just as his style hasn't changed since the 80s. It's just special effects have gotten better and they're more able to mess with your head. I mean, if you look at like Videodrome to now,
oh yeah,
like I can't. That scene where James Woods puts the VHS tape into his chest, like it looks hokey now, but man, or if they had the tech now for then, it would bother you. And that's the thing I love about Cronenberg is he hits those tones that make you just uncomfortable enough that you're shifting in your seat, but you're still watching. You're not reaching up to turn it off.
He invokes the morbid curiosity.
It's not even.
Absolutely.
I watch Cronenberg stuff, and it's always disturbing. I have to pause constantly because I have a weak stomach. He tackles things that are like avant-garde and they're strange. And it horrifies you to like the deepest parts of your soul. He's a strange director, but I'll probably watch it and I'll hate myself for it because he puts stuff in your brain you can never get rid of.
Yeah, it's like so I don't fully understand what's like happening here without reading any like without going and reading about plot and all that. Excuse me, on the IMDb page or whatever. I don't fully understand what's happening. But the trailer does an excellent job at making me want to know more and getting me into whatever seat.
I don't want any of my questions answered, honestly. I want to go in blind.
I can tell you from a Cronenberg film, you're going to have those questions and you're going to leave with more. It's just, they're weird.
Right. And that's like, again, like these are the type of movies and the trailers that I want to see because they're obviously like way more original ideas than what's currently out there. And I like the world needs more of this, like, the body horror stuff aside, like you could tell that there's a lot that's going into this, and there's so many different characters and good names in here. I rip on Kristen Stewart, but she does a good job. She's a pretty decent actress.
She's gotten a lot better since Twilight, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, no, and so like I just complimented Pattinson. She was in I forget, it was The Runaways, and she did a pretty decent job in The Runaways. But overall, like if you've never seen it, and the trailer that Shags just showed intrigued you at all, 1999's Cronenberg film Existence, go check that out.
Oh,
if you watch movie.
If you watch was in it.
If you watch that and you enjoy it, and it's going to disturb you, but I can't imagine you walking out from not being intrigued of like the story and engaged. That's peak Cronenberg. And Cronenberg does this about every 5 to 10 years. He seems to have a movie that he kind of really hits out of the park. And this one he's been working on for over 15. He first started talking about making this film back in the early 2000s. There was, in fact, there's a couple interviews with him from around 2000, I think 4 or 5, where he was talking about making this, and he already kind of had Vigo in, and Vigo wanted to do it. So it's not something that's just a flash in the pan. It's something he's been working on for a while, and those are usually good signs with Cronenberg because it means it's something that it's been in the pot, and the stew's ready to come out into the bowl. So it's good time.
Cool. When I saw like all the biotech being showed in the movie, like all like the biological mechanical stuff.
Oh, that's the 80s.
Yeah, that's Cronenberg, and that's what I'm saying.
I immediately thought like the gristle gun from Existence.
Yep. Well, it's not just that; it's the videotape from Videodrome, and some of the stuff that's in Scanners and the stuff in Brood or Breed. I can't Brood.
Brood.
And then you got then he goes completely off the rails, and he's got stuff like Eastern Promises and A History of Violence.
So good.
Both those films are excellent, in perfectly encapsulated stories that are hyper violent.
Right.
But the violence, it's not violence in the sense of like an 80s slasher movie. The violence is incorporated within the context of the story.
Right. It moves it forward.
Yeah, there's a fight in Eastern Promises in a steam room, a sauna.
Yep.
That is it's this, you don't see this too often, but it's a fight that progresses the story forward while it's happening, and it's choreographed well, and it's written very well, and it's not the kind of thing you see that often. Cronenberg does it very well. It's not his panache, but it's something he does well, for sure.
Well, Cronenberg reminds me too, like every time I see something of his coming out, I think of like Daniel Day-Lewis. I'm like, doesn't come out that often, but when it does, it fucking hits. Like the guy doesn't like he hits his niche so hard and so well that like it's just always a win.
He was even so messed up, they had him in Clive Barker when he did the movie
Nightbreed.
adaptation. Yeah, Nightbreed, Cabal.
Yep.
Yeah, he was the serial killer. Well, spoiler for a 30-year-old movie.
I think he's in he's the evil doctor in like Jason X, one of the Friday the 13th movies too.
Oh yeah,
I think it's Jason X.
He's so known for warping brains that he just gets invited to be wherever he wants to go. So
yeah, no, that was a good trailer. I'm glad I hadn't like watched any of it, because it like I think the shock value would have been much less the second time, obviously. But yeah, I'm excited to see that. And like I said, there's plenty of questions that I have, and I, you know, I'm tempted to not watch any other trailers just so I can like go into the theater or sit down on the couch with fresh eyes and not have anything spoiled. Because I mean, that's the one thing that, you know, trailers do.
Cronenberg, you probably won't get too many more trailers. He's pretty secretive of his stuff, and because he wants you to be disturbed and surprised by his stuff. So,
and I can't see a lot of YouTube videos coming from this, because I don't think a lot of people are going to be able to say monetize if they start showing off a lot of his more
oh no, it's
inventive ideas.
Oh yeah, no, his stuff has been bad for years. This one's going to probably be grotesque. So,
well, and the other thing is it's I don't know who has the distribution rights, but based off the Wikipedia page, it's being distributed by Neon. So he doesn't have a whole lot of money backing this. So it'll be interesting to see if it kind of just does the subtle takeoff.